well, a lot of people thought I'd lost my mind, in fact. And to this day, some people, I mean, a lot of the people that I work with in law just have drifted away because they can't rationalise. I appreciate law to beauty. What on earth happened in between that? It's a lot for people to get their head around. And I don't know, maybe people thought I was having a midlife crisis or had just, lost my mind. I don't know. But a lot of people didn't take it very well. But also, I've noticed in the corporate world, if someone makes a radical change, that's like holding a mirror up to you, and it means that you suddenly think, hang on, what am I doing? And I had a lot of people who said to me, why would you want to get off this gravy train? Are you out of your mind? Perhaps. Because it's like jumping headfirst into something you don't know. And it was really a leap of faith. And the leap of faith came about by virtue of Ference and his support. And it was really him saying, you know what, if you don't do it, you'll never do it. And I'm here. And I'm by your side and I believe in what you want to do. I have no idea how you're going to do it. I have no idea how we're going to make it through this. In fact, I don't know what I'm doing, but I will support you. And something in me just said, it's do or die. And I'm tenacious, and my legal background certainly, once I fix on something, I do it. But this was a whole different ballgame.
I think it's interesting as well. I mean, obviously, as you've just said, you had Ference for you at home, however you're watching this. Ference is actually Juliette's partner. And to have that sort of support is invaluable. Mm-hmm. And it gives you the confidence to do things. If you don't have that support, because I'm sure you talk to people, I know I talk to people that don't have that support system, even if just one person that believes in you. What would you say to somebody if they said, I've got this feeling, I think I've identified a gap in the market, it's something that I would love to see out there, it's a service, it's a product, I'm quite passionate about it, I don't know where to start, and I don't have anyone that supports me. What would you say to them?
My best advice is get a mentor, and you can do this either formally or informally. Mentors are incredible, and as an entrepreneur, you have to be a little bit crazy to be an entrepreneur, because your average person is going to think, no thanks, it's too much, and you are somewhat unhinged being an entrepreneur. And I know that in myself. I recognise that I display sometimes some very strange behaviour because I'm constantly thinking about 20 things at once that have no relevance to what I'm doing at the time, so often I'm not in the present. So a mentor is someone who can just take you out of your own head and help you to break things down and see things that you can't see because you're so passionate about it that no one can tell you otherwise. And I have a mentor who was actually a legal client of mine, who volunteered to be a mentor in an informal capacity. But I also speak to someone at South East Enterprise, which is a wonderful organisation. There are plenty, there's Business Link, there's so many things out there for entrepreneurs, you just have to dig around. But mentors are a critical piece of equipment. That you need someone there who says, okay, that's enough, 90 hours this week is enough, you can take a break. Because as an entrepreneur you think, well, if I'm not at the helm, and it's only when you can get to the tipping point of being able to delegate that it becomes slightly less frenetic.
Now on that point, because I don't think you do that very much, I think you have your hands across literally everything and everyone, so that must be the next stage, surely. How are you going to get to that? Are you
looking for an apprentice?
You're not looking at me, are you?
No, I'm genuinely looking for an apprentice. But I recognise that what I do is so broad that to find someone that is interested in all of those areas and has the passion. See, I don't necessarily want someone with any skills to bring to the table. I just want raw passion. I'm not concerned about their age. I'd happily take someone who is a career changer, because I am. I want someone who wants to learn and who wants to be as accomplished as me, I suppose, and that's not easy to find, someone who's willing to branch out into all of these areas.
But it's not about ability,
no.
It's about passion.
It's about connection. It's about someone who truly connects with me and who I believe that they've got the same passion that I started out with. Qualifications are not important. All these things can be learned as I've learned them.
I really want this job.
I want to share my knowledge that I've learned over a lifetime.
Do you know what? I knew this would happen. The second you started to say there's a job going, I was thinking, how am I going to fit this in?
And for me, because I've got to train someone from scratch, I could happily start doing one day, because I have to give myself 100%. So it doesn't require full-time straight away. It could be something that someone could do around the job they're already doing. Someone who's thinking about, I'm in a career, I'm not loving it, I'd like to move out, but I don't want to make the jump. But I'd just like to test the water. People don't. You've seen from the talk today that they don't necessarily realise that what they put on their skin. This is wonderful. I had no idea it closed at...
It's now midnight. I don't know, what time is it?
What? It's got a...